Welcome to the Referrals Podcast, the show designed to help everyone from the solopreneur to the Fortune 500 company win the referral game. If you want to build a company with an army of ambassadors and raving fans who speak highly of you and refer you willingly, you are in the right place. And now, here is your host, Michael J. Maher.
Welcome, everyone. Hello. Do we have the most special episode in the history of the Weekly Wow today? Today is the Weekly Wow from CRTs. That's right. Certified Referral Trainers have been training the last couple of days, and now they're going to share their wisdom, their words of wisdom, with you at what we are creatively titling the CRT Summit. This is a free summit, and I cannot wait to bring on our next guest to share with you, honestly, networking mastery. This is networking mastery that even a beginner could implement, and I will tell you, I am so excited. And we had these two finish for a reason. These are our last two presentations for a reason, and that is because of the value they can deliver to anyone. I don't care if you are a new agent or if you are a seasoned veteran, you are in for a treat as we welcome to the quote unquote Weekly Wow stage, Megan Victor. She has been recently recognized as a under 40 realtor in the Dallas area. Congratulations. She has been a Texas realtor for the past 4.5+ years. When she's not selling houses and meeting her neighbors, she can be found dancing in the kitchen with her husband, everybody with me, aww, and 3 kids, or carting everyone to baseball, which I can totally relate to. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome to Weekly Wow, Megan Victor. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. This is so much fun. I am loving all the presentations. Michael, thank you so much for putting this together. Thanks for having me on. It is such a joy and a pleasure to be in front of so many great movers and shakers who want to do business by referral. It really is. It's just such a great way to do business. Thank you so much for having me. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever attended a networking event and left feeling like, what was that about? Why did I even do that? Friends, this was me. I was taught to go to a bunch of networking events, meet 10 people, get their business cards, which you should still do, but get their business cards and then watch your network grow. Well, guess what? That didn't work. I wasn't meeting the right people. And honestly, it felt like a waste of time. Something had to change, and I needed a plan. So here's what I did. Okay, step 1. And I'm going to give you 7 steps here to make networking work for you. Okay, so that's what we're going to title this. But step 1 is come in with a helpful spirit. If you go in thinking that, you know what, I want to help whoever I meet here, you're going to be in the mindset of looking for the opportunity to insert value into those relationships, just straight from the get-go. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you are focusing on helping. And honestly, just a little pro tip here, the people who volunteer to help set up some of the networking events tend to be the more successful networkers. So jot that one down. Now, step 2, you don't head to the event, you call the organizer. So this is ahead of time. You're going to call the organizer because the organizer has their finger on the pulse of not just the event, but the invitation list. Okay, so when you call the organizer, here are 2 things that you're going to ask this person. First of all, you need to know, how are introductions made? Are they casual? Are they formal? I've been to networking events where you stand up for 30 seconds, you do your spiel, and you sit down, and that is it. So this will help you get your mindset right from the beginning. Okay, so the second thing that I'm going to have you ask her or him, it's an equal opportunity sort of thing. The second thing is, who are the top 3 or 4 most influential networkers that you need to meet when you're at this event. Make sure you write down those names. Don't be so shy that you can't ask for how to spell this correctly, because you're going to need that spelling for step 3. Step 3 is when you become a detective. Now, not to be a cyber stalker, but you do need to Google these people, check them out on Facebook, look them up on LinkedIn, just see what they're posting about, see what they care about, see where they work. This is just going to make you feel a little bit more confident when you actually go into those conversations, that you're not going to say the wrong thing. You're going to have an idea of maybe you guys do have something in common, and that's going to just make you feel a lot more at ease as you move along the steps. Okay, step 4 is I want you to be punctual. I'm sorry, did I say punctual? I meant early. So how many of you, can you tell me in the comments if you get there early? Tell me how early you typically get there. Is it 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Do I have any overachievers who are at 15 minutes? Anybody?
Most people are saying plus 5 minutes after it starts, right? They're all showing up. What's that called? Like, what is it called?
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late, right? The realtor has perfected being fashionably late, unfortunately. So being on time would be fantastic. But in this case, you're saying we need to show up early, right?
Yeah, and actually you want to build your business by referral, right? So you need to do better. Not 15 minutes. I want you to get there ahead of time by 30 minutes. So when you get there ahead of time, you're for sure going to show up with your name badge on your right side, or you're going to make yourself a name badge and put it on your right side. But when you're there 30 minutes ahead of time, you're going to be able to scout out the room, kind of see who's there, and you're also going to be able to do what those rock star networkers do and help out a little bit with the setup. And don't worry if you don't see an opportunity to set up, because they're just that on point. You can help tear down too. They need some help there too. Okay, so after that, you're ready to talk to somebody. The first person I want you to go meet is the organizer. And I want you to thank them for inviting you to the event. If they invited you, thank them for putting it together. Tell them that you're excited about whatever it is that you're there for, whatever the topic of the networking event is. If it's a happy hour, say that you just are so excited to try whatever they've got going on there. If it's a specific speaker that's coming, you're looking forward to the topic, something. Okay, then you're going to ask the organizer to introduce you to those top 3 or 4 influential networkers that you talked about before. This is going to give you a nice warm introduction. It's going to take a lot of the pressure off of you to go up and strike up a conversation. And it's going to make the organizer feel like they are really important and they're bringing even more value to the attendees of their event. Okay, so now we're getting down to step 6, and this is the part that makes people a little uncomfortable. You're gonna have to talk to them. But if you can remember frog, you'll always have something to say. So the F in frog is for family. People love to talk about their family. You can ask them about their kids, about their spouse, about their boyfriend, their girlfriend. You can ask them about their parents if you don't think they're married or involved. Just ask them about their family and how everything's going. R is for recreation. What do they like to do in their free time? What are their hobbies? We have Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas, so it's a great time to ask them about what their plans are. A lot of people make plans for the holidays, so it's a really easy thing for people to talk about. The O is going to be occupation. Y'all, you're at a networking event, so this is the perfect time to talk about what it is they do. And don't just talk about what they do, but ask them how they got into that field. Keep asking more questions. The more questions you ask about them, the more they keep talking, the better they're going to feel about you. And the last one is goals. Where are they going in their business or in their personal life? What are they dreaming about? Where is it that they're going? What are their goals? So that's frog. When the event is over, you are going to go home, but hopefully you did remember that I said that you're going to grab business cards still, because you're going to follow up and follow through for step 7. Now, when you follow up, you're going to write a power note. So Catherine, if you didn't see it earlier, go back later and watch Catherine's presentation. She laid out beautifully the Power Note for everybody. And then you're also going to schedule a one-on-one. Now, if the people did not give you the address and you can't Google it for their business, a lot of small business owners work out of their homes and they don't publish that. When you call to schedule the one-on-one, go ahead and say, hey, I wrote you a quick note. Can I get your address so I can send this to you, please? If they still resist, they're probably not the right person for you. Okay, so those are 7 steps to making networking work for you. I actually have a networking event planner so that you can get all the details down like you need to. We're having some technical difficulties, but I've given a link to the group where I'm going to be dropping that in later. It's in my handle down there, in my name.
I love it. And you're going to give them almost like a one-sheeter that'll help them maximize their networking experience, yes. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. This is so powerful, especially with the follow-up and follow through, that sometimes people just honestly they drop the ball on it, and yet there's momentum in those relationships because you had the introduction from the organizer. You did Frog. They talked about themselves the whole time. You never had a chance to talk about your business. So when is there going to be that opportunity to talk about your business? Well, it's in the relationship. And honestly, this presentation is such a great mix with Tommy's. You know, it's like those two fit together perfectly. I absolutely love that.
It's just layers upon layers, honestly, because once you have that one-on-one, and Lily presented on that, did a great job, you're going to be able to go back to Chad's conversation and have that email follow-up after your one-on-one.
That's right. That's right. It all fits together, huh?
It really does. All of these people are people you can invite to your parties and your events.
There you go. I love it. And if you're newer and you don't know anybody in the area, networking gives you those people to invite, whereas otherwise you may not know people to invite. So I love that. This is like networking 901. I thought it was going to be networking like 101 or 201, but we are sharing networking mastery. This was so good. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Weekly words of wisdom. Those were definitely words of wisdom from Megan Victor. Appreciate her. Thank you so much, Megan. Awesome.
Thank you.